Wait until you're done to continue. Ready?
It feels like a corporate experiment to just be the new thing to get at nostalgia, get at old games, remaster everything. Hey, everybody really likes Skate 2 and 3. I don't even think anyone played the first Skate game, but let's put out another one and just call it Skate. And it's just a microtransaction riddled cash grab with the soul of the devil. You just gotta sign your name right there, and unfortunately, it's fun. It's annoyingly fun. All of the dumb movement mechanics, all of the silliness that you can do, the glitches, all of the glitches are funny to me. Look, if I had to pay real money, I would really hate this. But I didn't have to pay a cent. It was free. It's free for everybody else. You can just... There's nothing stopping you from getting into the game. Before we go any further, very quick, this game is bad.
Know your fucking place, trash. Fucking robots.
I don't want anyone to think that I'm over here glazing it that it's the greatest game ever, because it's not. It's clearly like bad Skate 3 and bad Skate 2. It's not good, but it is a fun party game to turn your brain off for a couple of hours and just do a couple of tricks. Or the glitches, which I'm going to talk about extensively.
Looking like a double-wide surprise. God damn.
The game goes from sucky to absolute garbage if anything gets put behind a paywall going forward. We're talking Hall of Meat, character progression, maps, skateboards. As long as it's just cosmetics for the microtransactions, who am I to tell you what to do with your life? It's your money, you do with it what you will. So, step 1, start at the game. Step 2, wait for an 100,000 person queue.
What?
Get a little intro. It's kind of bad. Make an abomination of a character. They've got a boob slider for the male characters. I don't even got this in WoW yet. 10 out of 10. I don't know if you're like me, but you immediately, when you play a new game, you start pressing all the buttons just to make sure this does this, this does this. So I, immediately start doing this. I've come to learn that this is some of the fastest movement that you can make your avatar do in the game. This is... We got some Assassin's Creed type movement speed right here. And then it just does like a normal tutorial, fall, crash your face. No Hall of Meat. The Hall of Meat's like the best feature. Anyway, look, I'll complain about that later. Listen, I didn't really do a lot of the side stuff and the story content. I did a few things, and then I was just like, I just want to get out there and skate. I just want to run around and start doing things. So I played the game for a little bit and did some tricks, and I had some fun with the game. But then I was immediately, one of my buddies was seeing that I was playing the game and sent me a message, and it was just this. Press the button to get off of your board, then press the button to get back onto your board. Hold down on the stick as if you were going to do a manual, and then fully compress the stick, and your character should do a T-pose. Okay, why would I do that? Pause the game, okay, and then unpause the game. Hold down left bumper and do an emote, okay? Oh my god! I don't even know what you call this glitch. What is this, a moon jump? A super jump like in Halo back in the day? What is this? How do people figure this out? If you decide to do this without pausing, you can start to do a lot of other glitches. You can do this one where you make this abomination.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
You can do this where you have your cheeks popping out. I like to call this the...
Looking like a double-wide surprise.
Sometimes if you land, your character's arm is attached to their head and you're just spazzing out. But again, the fun part about the glitch is that you can use this to get to places you're not supposed to and skate from high. You notice lots of people just kind of falling from the sky sometimes. There's this one glitch that if you do a hippie jump, so you press both of the movement buttons, you can jump off of your board and you can start spinning, and if you hold one of the bumpers, you can start doing like helicopter spin. You can get so bad that you really just start glitching out. So here's the thing that a lot of people tend to forget. You can still be positive about a bad thing. I'm not going to sit here and deny it, though, that the game is bad. But I'm also not going to deny that the game is fun when you're doing silly things like the glitches, or if I was playing the game with some buddies to, like, see who could land the highest level trick and stuff, but none of that's in the game. At least I never got to experience it if it is a part of the game. Skate 2 had a lot of different game modes like, Own the Spot, Hall of Meat, and none of that, from what I've seen at least, is here. Especially having Hall of Meat gone for anybody who's never played any of the Skate games. In the second game, they introduced this thing where your character could just hit the ground, and if you hit it the wrong way, the number on your pain meter would turn red to let you know if your character broke a bone or something. And then it would give you this funny little graph, and sometimes you really did a lot of damage. They'd have to blur out your business because you broke that too. None of that's in the game. Another complaint, I agree with what everybody says. The art style that they chose to go with looks like dog shit. It's not good. It looks horrible. It looks... I get it. I get what they're going for. It's that, like, Fortnite vibe to really get in the younger audience, but it doesn't look good. Don't get me wrong. Some of the characters in Skate 2, and that's one of my favorite games, but look at how they look like Play-Doh. Here's something I don't see a lot of people talking about. If you take the glitches out of the game, so like where everybody's posting about the different glitches and all these different fun things that you can do, I am worried the company will patch that out. Do not patch out any of the glitches. It's more fun to have them there. It's not hurting anybody. You can't collide with anybody in these games. You can just ride through thousands of other skaters. So don't take them out. They're fun, and they're making people laugh, and when you get to do something stupid, somebody's like, I want to do that. I want to do something that stupid and that fun. That looks like a good time. I'm so worried that when they update the game, that's the thing they're going to take out. And I don't want that. I just keep the glitches. Please, 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 please. Oh, and most importantly, if this game gets a price tag at some point, I am done. I've said it before, but no. If it stays free to play, I'm in. I will play the game whenever I'm bored. It won't be like a game that I sit there and play for hours, like Silk Song, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, but I would... Over time, over the next few years, you will casually see me drop 3 hours in a week, 4 hours in another. My buddies want to play? Look at that. Now I actually got a good 8-hour session and we were bored on a Saturday, right? But the second you put a price tag on it, I'm out. Peace. We're not doing this. That's really all I've got to say. Listen, as long as it's just a free-to-play game and it's something that we can have some fun with, play the game. The second they put a price tag on it, run for the hills and go back to any other game that you were playing. Keep the glitches. Make more glitches. Just bring back Hall of Meat. If I can't put up funny clips of my character breaking his spine on Twitter.com or post funny images of like 300 broken bones and a blurred out private area, what's the point? Put in extra game modes. Do not put any of this behind a paywall. I'm in. Change the art, but I get the feeling that's probably not going to happen. Look, get out there and play it if you want to, or don't. Watch some of the funny clips, or don't. You're your own person. It's just what it is.